Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes is here with us. Big developments that, of course, the former president is weighing in on.
Yeah, I mean, most folks think when they hear immunity, the case is over. And so I think what we want to start is, well, what does that actually mean? It's a difference between immunity and a plea deal. A plea deal means I'll testify, I'll do something, and in turn for that, you'll give me a better deal. If I'm facing 20 years, maybe I'll get probation. Immunity is kind of like a king or a queen for a day. I'll allow you to tell everything that you know, and you have to agree to be truthful to everything. You can't hold anything back. And because you agree to be truthful, and because I give you this immunity, I can't use that against you to prosecute you. If we didn't give you this immunity, most likely Mark Meadows would be pleading the fifth for any questions that they've asked. So he's spoken to the grand jury like 3 or 4 times so far. This information, I believe that the former president will be weighing heavily. The problem with Mark Meadows is he's had a history of making contradictory statements. I mean, he has a book that says that the election was stolen, but then he tells the grand jury that the election was not stolen, and he never believes that it was stolen. And so the problem for him will be that while he was someone that was extremely close to the president, right there with him on January 6th in the tent, you know, hyping him up and his son up right before he went on stage. However, his statements really will be damaging if they were truthful, and if the weight of them can be weighed as truthful. And so if I'm Trump's attorney, I'm saying we're picking him apart because he's giving a lot of contradictory statements.
Could he be convicted and possibly incarcerated? And if so, what's the charge?
Mark Meadows, for sure. I mean, he could be convicted on a number of things. I mean, obviously with the Georgia case, with this federal case, all of them are facing 20+ years for each of those counts. But in his case, I think it would be beneficial if you're trying to get the person at the top, and the former president is the person at the top. Mark Meadows is up there. You got Rudy Giuliani and Meadows, and I think everyone else kind of falls underneath there. And so Mark Meadows is a key player. I don't anticipate him doing any jail time. I anticipate at the end of this, at the conclusion, he'd probably be on some type of probation like the other folks that we saw in the Georgia case last week that have taken plea deals. And his testimony, again, if weighted truthfully, can be extremely damaging to the president. So I don't look at any prison time.
How do these plea deals impact or increase Trump's legal jeopardy?
Significantly. Anytime, if we look at just the Georgia case, you got 19 co-defendants. Anytime a person jumps off the boat, specifically a higher ranking person on that list, it is damaging to the person at the top. I mean, if you want a comparison, you're looking at these mafia cases. If I'm trying to get John Gotti at the top, I'm going after these lower level folks. And each time a person turns over, they know more. They know way more information. And the closer they get to me, the more information they know. So the first thing I'm saying if I'm Trump is, well, what did you tell him? What have you told him that I should know so that I can help advise you on how we maneuver or outmaneuver what the federal government and the state is attempting to do? Because remember, he has immunity on the federal charges, but Fani Willis and their team in in Atlanta is watching. And so they'll wait to see and hear what he says, and he may be additional charges brought against him in Atlanta. And so hopefully his legal team is attempting to get some type of global immunity from both, but all that's been reported right now is the federal charges and immunity there.